Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Hello, Miss Jessica. How you and Mike doing? Oh, that's great. Well, I'm doing pretty good today. I've been lazy all day, most of the day. I've been busting it pretty heavy this last week. So I take a day off. Jessica, you and Mike doing all right? Head out in a bit. Okay. Hey, Diane, how you doing? Y'all headed down to Florida now, huh? Well, did all your renovations on your trailer work pretty good, Jessica? Yeah, yeah. Leave I'd hold off a couple of days myself. I haven't looked today where the track's supposed to be. Hello, Miss Janet. Do what? Say that again, Diane. Oh, that's great, Jessica. Oh, no cartridge yet. Okay. And I made a big old pot of spaghetti. Ate too much. Put it up for tomorrow. Well, has anybody heard about where it's supposed to hit here in the States? Is it still going to Florida or want to go from Mexico or what? I need to look and see. We don't need a hurricane, but we could sure use some rain off of it. Hello, Crystal. I was reading somewhere today, or thought on something where some town down there, the mayor was telling them if they had RVs to get the hell out of there. Mm, that's weird in that cold water. These are hot water is what stirs them things up. Mm. Hello, Daniel. How you doing? Okay. Now that's on the other side. Other side of the peninsula then. It's that time of year. When I was a kid, I lived on the Gulf Coast of Texas. And, it's hard to keep anything down there. Paint a house in a year looked like it hadn't been painted in 20. Ooh, I done bumped it up to a 5. Not getting up there now. It's been a pretty nice day here today, supposedly. Janice and them was the one that get the real bad storms, like over in that Indian Ocean. They, let's see, what is it? Hurricane class when they hit 75-mile-an-hour wind. Typhoon, I think it's like 150-mile wind before they classified a typhoon. Typhoon is a bad dog now. Ooh. No, I didn't go today. I can guess. Other half of the trio. How you doing? Yeah, I was thinking about going for 2 or 3 days. That got taken care of. I come find out I got a VA appointment here. 3 days. Yeah, man, that's great. Yeah, I wrote one of them things out. I never want no more of it. That kind of wind will. When I was overseas, you get certain time of year in that Indian Ocean, you get them. They're little bitty tornadoes, what they amount to, but they're over water. And them things that pick up 100, 150 foot in the air, it sucked that water up in that downspout, it fish up, everything else. and they'd run up on one of them beaches, and when they hit the land, they'd drop all that water. I mean, tons of water. And you ought to see them people over there gathering them fish up now. They'd be running down the beach following them things. Easy way to fish, I guess. Hello, darling. How you doing, girl? Oh, I'm getting better than I have been. That's for sure. Did y'all get anything out of this storm last night, Ron? The cleaning. How far are y'all from Crockett? No, y'all are not too far. If anybody wondered, about 3 or 4 hours, you whether or not thought you were then. And anybody wondered, Rhonda Hawkins is my daughter. She's better looking than one of the family. Of course, that's not saying a whole lot compared to me. Hello, Moon Man. Them grandbabies keeping you busy. I ain't gonna call you Rhonda. That sounds stupid. I called you Darlene a lot of years. I ain't changing now. A funny story about behind her name. Her mama wanted to name Rhonda after me, and I no, we ain't doing that. So we come up on Darlene, and her mama changed the birth certificate. You wasn't in trouble much around me, baby. Had 2 girls. They were easy. I guess. What did you tell me that one night? I said something about you and Stacy both. I'd give you one spanking apiece. Both of you said, no, two. Well, I think it always gave her trouble in school and everywhere else. Well, they'd be calling her Rhonda. And my sweetie, I love you. You have a good night now. Hang around if you want to. Oh, they were. I couldn't ask for any better. Yeah, it was pop. When I knock the dust off your britches. Hey, Richard Quick, how you doing? Those little young'uns keeping you busy, darling. I'll have to say that I'm the luckiest man in the world. My kids, I had three good kids now. They damn sure didn't take after me. Good night, brother. We'll talk to you later. That girl's a mess. Don't work too hard. Hello, Sandy. It's weird how she found this chat. She said she was just flipping through YouTube one night, and there I was up on the screen. Hmm. My kids were a hell of a lot better than I was. Ooh, I sure was glad too. Me and their mamas might not have been able to get along, but the mamas did a good job raising the kids anyway. I will give them that. Yeah, Richard, I can since I've been down that road. Not easy. It's funny after a while you get where you just remember the good times, Richard. That is a rough road. I'll be right back. Y'all don't get in too much trouble while I'm gone. I hope we get some rain here, Janet. How old's your son, Richard? Yeah, y'all help each other then. Get involved in something, Richard. I don't care what it is. Hunting, fishing, RVing, you know. Hell, if you don't know how, go take dance lessons. Just start on some new stuff and get into it a little bit. Mm, bad dude. One of them deals you just got to roll with the punches. Is it raining hard, Janet? That sort of happened to a buddy of mine for a while. She got feeling bad and went to the doctor on a Thursday, and she lasted a Monday, and that was it. He gave her about 30 days. Not nothing heavy. I wish we'd get annoyed a little bit here. It getting dry again. We got a little bit of rain. Hello, Sam Van. How you doing? I've watched some of your videos and enjoyed them. Oh, I'm great, man. I can't complain. Only thing wrong with me is I eat too much and I'm miserable now. He'd go run around the block, but I'd probably roll instead of run. I hate the damn mouth on the laptop. I just don't like laptops. I am seriously thinking about buying another computer like this desktop I'm on right now and putting that in that capo. I've got a laptop, but I sure don't like it. Richard, you have a good night, buddy. And come on back in here. Don't be a stranger. There's a good bunch of folks in here. Okay, you come on back, man. Make you, like I say, and there's, you can't help but laugh in here sometimes. All right, you sure welcome, bud. I'll tell you something else I like, that big screen on these. This is a cheap laptop. It's an HP, but it's one that doesn't have a tower. It's all built in. I checked on using a TV for the monitor, and but it's mounted in the wrong place. It's not really a good place to mount it. That's a tough deal, Richard. Got it going. I was thinking about computers the other day. I think the first computer I bought was like a 1200, and I think I paid 2500 bucks for it, something like that. Yeah, that's good. It takes a while. and you don't ever get over it. You just, I don't know. Like I say, I think you get where you remember the good times and sort of forget the bad. And everybody handles it different. I had a buddy of mine that died here a while back, and he was, yeah, he did. Uh, his wife was, he was not in good shape. He had heart trouble and stuff, and had some crap off that Agent Orange and and he, his wife was a feisty go-getter, healthy as a horse, and she all of a sudden got sick and didn't last but a couple of weeks. And the I'll be damned if he lasted, I don't know, about a month, and he passed away. You'll never know. Yeah, you can buy just about whatever you want now, and just a normal run-of-the-mill computer now is hello Mike. Just a cheap run-of-the-mill is so much better than they were a top line one 5 years ago. Mike, what you been up to? I think I need to put some more memory in this one. That's the only thing. That every once in a while I got to reboot it. Yeah. We get up in the morning. That's a good one, isn't it, Mike? They come a long ways on them. I don't know half what the numbers and letters mean on these things anymore. You take a 10-year-old kid and he can teach you how to run one or work on it. I had one of those and I wasn't impressed with it. Surprisingly, the best computer, as far as being tough and not giving me any trouble, was a damn E machine, and those things had a really bad reputation. Most of the time, I've got where I stay with HP. Everything's sort of the same on it. I don't know if they're the best anymore. It used to be their top line, but I don't know about it anymore. Well, and I had just exactly the opposite of that happen to me. See, Dale used to be made right here 100 miles from me, and they were top dogs. But I got one of them. It didn't last a year. Just like a pair of breeches, different sizes fit different shapes. Dell used to be a top-notch computer. Now, I mean, it's I guess they like anything else. Ford, Chevrolet, or Dodge. It just depends on how it suits you. Really, Radio Shack. First time I ever played with a computer was a damn little bitty computer, a real tape deck, and a Radio Shack was selling. I think it was Texas Instruments come out with it or something. It didn't have windows on it. You had to use language and write your own program. Packard Bell, I ain't heard of them in a long time. Yeah, yeah. That was the first computer for the public, wasn't it? The rest of the computers were commercial and take 3 rooms up at that time. Yeah. What the hell did they call that you had to write that in? You got a mental block. When you had to write your own program. Dog. Yeah. I had an old man that I hunted with. He was, I guess he was 70 probably when that, no, he wasn't about that old. Yeah, I guess he was too. Yeah, that's free windows. Uh, but he come up with, get one of the first, his daughter was a teacher on computers at a college. And he got one of those college computers. They were just first getting started. And he got to put in that computer and wrote a program that you could hook into the courthouse Yeah, but and check on any any of the titles and that kind of stuff in the courthouse. And it was such a good program that it messed around and sold it program to Windows. Commodore. Here you go. I forgot all about that one. Well, you know, Dell is the one that they made that deal with Windows that they'd put Windows operating system on every Dell computer that came out. Before that, they were just trying to get them to put Windows on. And that's all they got really set Windows up. Yeah, Bobby did. Now I thought, you ever read a story of how Windows came about? Pretty interesting. Smart ass. Oh, Bill Gates got hired by IBM to write an operating system. And he put a hole in that thing. If they didn't use that system, he could use it. And IBM really paid for developing that program. They decided they didn't like it. And Bill Gates got kicked off. And he got his feet on the ground. Then he got where anybody to come up with anything that was close to what he had, he'd either buy them up or sink them or something. So, he's a cold-blooded dude if you get to reading about how he got where he's at. He sunk a lot of good companies. I am not going to go there. Last time I popped off with Diane, she stayed mad at me for a week. Hey, Meg, how you doing? I got to apologize to you, Meg. I didn't know you were online when I opened that pop-up this afternoon. It is, it really is. I didn't know I was getting on top of you and Paul. Y'all were just about through the time I found out y'all were online. I think YouTube just rolls with dice on notifications. I bet there were some people at that M22 that had a headache this morning. I sort of know what I'm doing at night as far as not getting on top of somebody, but in the daytime, you just sort of have to wing it. Okay. Oh, I could have run with that one, Janet. Mm-hmm. I need a curve mirror, huh? That old boy said it'd been 5 years since he'd seen his feet. If that fell off when I was about 18, I'd have probably been a hell of a lot better off. If you ever think back, I don't know, some of y'all married and stayed married, which is great. But you ever think back what would have happened if he never had got married, never had no kids? When you burn them, they shrink up. They go hide then. Yeah, you had to take and punch your belly button where you can pee. Don't pee all over yourself. That one thing about it, or I had 2 or 3 sodas or 2 or 3 bottles of water in the freezer. And just think, I come on here just to take his abuse. I don't have to worry about getting married or anything. I just come on here and get my ass eaten. Shit. Well, there's one thing about it, I can turn it off. Them frozen pop bottles work pretty good. Damn, I've been around y'all too long. What I say, pop bottle? Mm. Everything in Texas is not pop, it's a Coke. Hey Dan, how you doing tonight? You better watch it. These girls are getting on the road again. Then the tongue you gals in here got, it wouldn't melt in your mouth, it's dry. Ooh. How you doing, Dan? You coming along pretty good? Uh-oh. Here come trouble for sure. How you doing, Mike? Happy birthday. Yeah, that's good, Dan. Just hang on. Hopefully I'll find out Wednesday if I'm gonna have to let them cut on me or not. I watch a couple at the winds, and they've been sailing for about the last 5 years. They're getting a new boat built, and it's all electric, 44-foot catamaran. There ain't no telling what that damn thing goes. They were talking about when they got that boat, they were going to the Philippines, one of the first places, and they wouldn't want to be over there now. Who are y'all talking about, Diane? hummingbird. Thought about a hummingbird flasher in a long time. They had one of those on my bass boat. Okay. Well, they hooked up with, what is it, A something? Searching for those. AW something. Okay. Hello, G. How you doing, buddy? I saw that high G. I thought, uh-oh, here we go again. Last night. Night before last, whenever that was. You know, you got me started listening to that home free. And that's one thing you got to give that group. They got enough sense that the people in it are, they got a winning horse, and they're sticking with it. The same people staying with it. No, it's ice maker. Gee. No, swamp cooler's not any good in this country. Got too much humidity. They work good out in the dry country. When I was a kid, lived down below San Antonio. I think that swamp cooler's work down there. Gee, you getting along all right? Did you ever have any leads on your trailer? Yeah, they work in that dry climate. Gee, you were talking about your motorcycle. If you're gonna sell that thing, you ought to try to sell it about right now, because they're having trouble getting bikes in. You get a premium price for that bike right now. Hmm. Well, you like to have been sitting there with a 12 gauge when they tried to pull out. Usually, if you don't find something in 3 or 4 hours, your odds of finding it is pretty long. shame. Half the time, the way that is, it gets damn truck stolen too. Well, you get anything done to your RV, G? I know you were redoing on the inside of that. Well, right now there's a shortage of bikes, so you just don't price it too cheap. I walked in a big Harley shop here about 2 weeks ago, and they had a bunch of bikes in here, good-looking bikes. And I was talking to one of the salesmen. He said 75% of the bikes they had on the showroom floor were used bikes because they couldn't get into it anywhere from a month to 3 months to get a new one. When you gonna head south, G? Hello, Ratback. Yeah, you just want to lurk in here and make sure you come in on without getting chewed on like the rest of us, Ratback. At one time, that TW200 was the most popular bike in the world, I believe. Still may be. I got a buddy of mine that, I guess it's probably 20 years ago, he bought a 200. I bet he ain't got 100 miles on that thing. I got them two new bikes. That little one, I put 1,100 miles on it. The big one, I just turned 2,500 on it. I'm gonna kick. I'm already past you, G. Had them about 6 weeks. That's the one thing I'm disappointed in on these big bikes. That Harley of mine, of course, he got that sidecar on it. But about 8,000 miles on that rear tire is about all you're going to get. And I guess Rebel, this last bike I bought, I think it's supposed to do a little better. But it's sort of got the fat tires like that 200 does. That last 10,000 miles, that's good mileage out of a motorcycle tire. Usually 6,000 to 8,000 miles, about it. You'll see these people taking a trip across the United States and back. They'll have to change tires at least once. I wouldn't think so, G. There's an easy way to find out, G. Look up, it's like an RV trader, but it's a motorcycle. And they'll have some used ones in there. You can get a good idea of what they're selling for. What are you going to use a motorcycle for, Ratback? Seems like that would be harder on. every time I put it back down on that Harley of mine, it'll wind up costing me 24,500 bucks. I may take it off and balance it, all that mess. Hmm, okay. Next time I change on that Harley of mine, I've got the sidecar on. Of course, it doesn't lean as much. And next time I have to change that tire out, I'm putting a car tire on the back of that Harley. On that woman's sidecar, it won't matter. You can get 30,000 miles out of it then. You know, gee, it's funny. It all those add-ons may add price to it, and they may not. Most people buy a motorcycle and want to set it up for themselves, and that's some good add-ons. Damn rotor packs are high. Rat pack, you never did answer me. What kind of use are you wanting out of a motorcycle? That's weird. Damn computer costs much as a motorcycle. Hmm, okay. Yeah, that's handy. Most of these bikes don't come with Kickstarter on them anymore. Bad part about it on these damn motorcycles, the, it don't take but once of the battery going dead and it's usually shot. Some of them bikes, though, Jeeps, they won't start unless they got electricity in the battery. Hello, Ron Becky. How y'all doing? Y'all headed back to Waterside yet? Back when I first started riding motorcycles, the damn old Harleys, and they had the spark advance on them. You got that thing wrong, you take everything you do to jump and kickstart it. If that spark was set wrong, it'd throw you plumb over that motorcycle when it kicked back. Yeah, them batteries are not good. It's a 200 what, Yamaha. Still too hot down there, okay. It'll be too hot at Christmas time down there this year. Boy, it's crazy as everything is. Get cold at night, cold all day long. How high are y'all? Where you at, Roy? Yeah, that's what I think. TW. Oh yeah, well you're up high enough to get cool. What do they claim? 10 degrees per 1,000 foot, something like that. Is it cold in the daytime too, Roy, or is it just pretty well at night? Okay. I don't mind it being cold at night. I found out something pretty neat on a cab over of mine. I think I told somebody in here that. But it's got the heat strips in the air conditioner too, plus the furnace. If you plugged in, you're gonna be in pretty good shape. Yeah, that's something I need to do in the next couple of days. I need to go get some propane bottles filled up. That ain't cheap no more. Mm. Do you like them buddy heaters, G? I had one of them things I didn't care for. Of course, it's dusty here, and that don't help them things. I bought one of those little ones that screw right on top of the bottle, and I like it much better. Of course, I don't run any heat at night anyway, unless it's just really cold. Get down below 10 degrees, I might run some heat. But I take that sleeping bag and throw a couple of them heat packs in the bottom of it. I'm ready to go. Stay warm and toast in there. Yeah. Mm. That's the one add-on I'd like to have, that trailer of mine, to take that furnace out and put one of those wave 3 or wave 4s in, or you can boondock with it. And those furnaces will eat a battery up. And they'll eat a lot of propane up too. Hello. That's all the way I use mine. But anyway, just a minute. Got a picture of one here. That's what I wound up bought. Boy, that thing will put some heat out. And they're cheap. I don't know, about $30, I think. Something like that, just fit right on top of the bottle. How do you like that Wave 3, G? I've had good luck out of those. If I'm running, I've got CO2 monitor in that thing, but you'll never see me even run a buddy heater without windows open. I had an aunt died that way. She bird built a nest in a vent pipe, and you sat down and went to sleep and never did wake up. I'm pretty careful about that. Well, they sure take a whole lot less room too. From what I understand, they use a lot less propane. I know they're a whole lot easier on the battery. That's one of my rules, Janice. I never go to sleep with any kind of heat on. I'll cut a furnace off at night. I don't care how cold it is. No, and nothing put one in. You see a lot of people use a lot of things for heat. And like a Bob Wells pushes those clay flower pots, make the heaters out of those. It's just not worth the risk. I know a lot of people that use them buddy heaters and swear them down, they'll cut off. If it don't, you're in trouble. I'm a firm believer when I'm RVing about it's cold weather. That's what them sleeping bags are made for. I'll run an AC at night, or I might run electric heat now. Like if I was in an RV park and them heat strips in that air conditioner, I'll run them because there's no flame. What are you talking about, Diane? Yeah, that's the way I am. Only thing I had to do is, in fact, I need to go buy another sleeping bag. But I bought that exercise one, that king size one. That damn Rocky would get inside a sleeping bag. Yeah, and you 3 dog night, Roy. I hate them mummy bags, though. I know they're warm, but I don't like anything holding me down in the middle of the night. What are you burning through batteries in, Diane? Heaters or vibrators or what? Hmm. Oh, I'll do that, Dan, but I'm going to be up. That still don't tell me what you're using the batteries in. Oh, okay. Let me explain yourself, darling. I'm not looking forward to this cold weather. The weather like it is right now, just ideal. Gotta remember you're gonna be boondocking, Diane. Sometimes you ain't gonna have no electricity. Oh, we need a backup. Oh, no, I'm not. Well, never mind. Only thing about fall here, I like fall, but that's when we get some really bad storms here in Texas. Spring and the fall, boy, the weather gets wild down here. Go get Diane started up again tonight. I sure am glad that moderators can't kick me off here. I like the tent camp too, and the tent camp and the way they've got these rain flies rigged up, you're not going to get too much carbon dioxide in one. And but I'm always set up where I got a little bitty coffee pot. I'll turn that heater on or turn that stove on, and it don't take but a minute for that thing to perk. But it's warmed the inside of that tent up while it's doing it, and then I'll put that big pot on. Damn, girl. She getting plumb sadistic. Nan, are you in Arizona? I assume that from the name, but that don't always mean anything. Lake Havasu. Okay. I assumed that was right, but that don't always mean anything. Hang on just a minute. It looked like between and between 3 and 4 is the going price on them things. Gee, yeah, I think I'd probably go set it at about 32, and they give you a couple $100 to play with. What do you mean a propane leak? What are you talking about, Dan? I done got one Harley with a sidecar. That's the crazy part about motorcycles right now. That first little old Navy I bought list for 1800, and I think the time I paid tax, title, and license on it, it was 24, and that was an extremely good deal. Some of these dealers are punching them bikes up to $3,000, $3,500, $4,000 over MRSP, and so that's making the used motorcycle. They can't get the new ones in, and so that's making the used ones worth more money. You know what's funny? Yeah, that's the same way they're doing pickups and everything else. I do like motorcycles. I bought that little one, and I'm fixing to sell it. It low mileage is good and it's bad. G. Uh, you got to watch bikes that have been set up and don't have any miles on them, especially with new gas. Yeah, in Rat Pack right now, the damn RVs are going through the floor. That's crazy right now. Harley Davidson shut one or two of their factories down so they couldn't get parts. It's funny. I've got that Harley. Yeah, boy, them things have got high. A friend of mine just bought a side by side and gave $32,000 for it. Hmm. Yeah, that's about right. I've delivered a million one of them things, and they normally double the price on them. You can get them to come off 30, 40% pretty easy. If, if they're in a trading mood. Right now, you can. There's a big RV dealer not too far from where I live, and they got signs out right now that they're starting out 30% discount. I bought the first big Honda four wheeler they made. It was a 200 and had a verse and everything on it. I ran that thing for 18 years. I paid 1,800 bucks for it when I bought it. I ran it for 18 years and turned around and sold that thing for 3 grand. Sometimes you luck out. I've got another deal that's sort of like that. I'm trying to see if this cab over is going to work out. All right, you have a good one, G. They, but if this cab over works out, I'm gonna sell it. I've got a casita, and I paid 19,000 for that casita, and that was tax title license and everything. And right now, that same casita is worth about 24,000. That's crazy. It's a 213. Ooh, no, it ain't been quite that long. 16, 17 years ago. Hell, I just bought a slide in, and I've had one of them before. I really liked. I think that's probably one of the best setups there is. And it's got some disadvantages, but all of them do. Hello, Jason. How you doing? I found a cab over I really wanted, but I can't afford it. It's a lamp, but that thing is perfect the way they got it set up. I dropped a bunch of trailers off in Oregon. Well, you'd probably remember who was with me more than me. When I was dropping them trailers off, my wife was still alive, and that little black-headed Indian was a good-looking woman. Well, don't just come in and leave now, Jason. Oh, we're done fine, done better since you're here. Right back, I'll give you an idea of why I can't remember. Oh yeah, they're not damn, but damn, they're high. Yeah, well, she liked it. When me and her got together, she had never been out of the state of Texas. I've been all over the world, but and we made every state in the union except Hawaii there in 2 or 3 years. She liked to travel. 90% of the time she was with me, Janet. I'd get in trouble with her, but Yeah, we tried those for a while. I liked them. Oh yeah, and I had two bad marriages and one damn good one, and you know, I'm lucky there. Yeah, she never. Well, she'd been to Mexico one time, or a couple times, I guess. We went over there. She didn't like going to Mexico because she had a lot of Indian in her, so she was dark complected, black hair. I always teased her they were going to keep her down there in Mexico. But then we drove to Alaska a couple times. Probably we did. Well, I'll give you an idea, Rat Pack. I put 326,000 miles on the Dodge Dually in 2.5 years delivering those trailers. That was the weirdest damn thing. We'd pick a trailer up in Elkhart, Indiana, and haul it to the West Coast, and then go to Oregon or Washington, pick up a brand new trailer there, and haul it back the other way. Yeah. Well, about the only reason she put up with me, I think, Janice, was she was married to an alcoholic for 17, 18 years, and I didn't have to be too good to be better than that. Good night, Dan. You have a good one, bud. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, we're going to stay on here about 10 more minutes, and we're going to call it quits. We've been here nearly 2 hours tonight already. Yeah, this old boy wasn't that way. I knew him. He was the kind of guy, if he ever took a drink, he drank Jack Daniels all the time. If he ever took a drink, he wasn't going to put that bottle down till it was empty, and he wouldn't eat anything. And he could get a pretty smart mouth when he got enough of that whiskey in him. Yep, that's the way I roll. Rat Pack. I had that cab over camper on. I got tired of paying motel bills. That company I worked for, Rat Pack, they didn't like it because I wouldn't pull fifth wheel. And yeah, that's right. I don't think he ever got physically rough on her, but he was just an asshole when he got to drink. But that cab over saved me a lot of money. plus it was your own bed. Yeah, you can tell Janice is from Australia and she does everything backwards. That's a 4x2. That's a 2x4, not a 4x2. Yeah, you always look back on your life and think, what in the hell was I thinking? Don't that make you mad, Roy? And then 30 minutes later, you remember, or if you turn around and go back and sit down, then you remember what the hell you went after. Lord, I delivered to so many different places. I was in Oregon when I quit doing that. They, I pulled up out there, and that's back when that fuel jumped up real high. And I don't fuel was $5 or $6 a gallon in Oregon, California. And I called my dispatcher and asked him. I said, "Say, well, that morning, me and Sandra were talking, and I said, where do you want to go next? Because we went to every damn national park and everything else. We'd just get a load closer there and then go look at what we want to look at." And I asked her, I said, where you want to go next? I was one of the 10 top drivers, so I could pick my loads off the computer. And she said, said, I don't have any other place that I really want to go look at. I said, well, okay, we'll have to talk about this. Well, I called my head dispatcher and took asked him, I said, say, when are they going to get that fuel surcharge out here? Man, I'm paying $5 or $6 for a gallon of diesel. And he was smart ass. And he said, I'll tell you what, I'll call you and tell you when they put a damn surcharge on that diesel out there. And I said, I'll tell you what, don't worry about it. Just delete me, I'm through. And I hung up. Well, like I say, I was one of the top 10 drivers. Never had to put a scratch on a trailer. Hell of a long car. And he started calling back. I wouldn't answer the phone. And I was in Oregon, and that was, I don't know, probably 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, finally, the next day, about 10 o'clock, I answered the phone. And he said, man, I got you a good load coming back from Oregon, a good high-paying load, and blah, blah, blah. And we'll check on that fuel surcharge. And I said, his name was Dan. I said, Dan, I told you yesterday to delete me. I said, now damn sure I ain't going to haul a load out of Oregon or Washington. I said, I'm in Texas. He said, how in the hell did you get in Texas when I called you 24 hours ago, and I said, ain't none of your business. I don't work for you no more. That was the last load I ever pulled. Long story, what you been up to, buddy? I see you survived Sturgis. That was some good times. I enjoyed doing that. But DPS and the weight and measure guys got to be where they were much of a pain. Ooh, eh, I'm not commenting on that one. No comment. She Devil, appreciate you coming in, girl. We'll talk to you tomorrow. You're a trip, Miss Janet. I tell you what, it's we've been on here to better than 2 hours, so it's about time to shut this thing down. I enjoyed it. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.